Alright, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. I got up early today and I figured I'd go check out Jackson Meadow Reservoir. And after driving for over an hour, this is what I just ran into on the road, right in the middle of the road. So that is pretty clear. So that sucks. To make a long story short. So obviously I got to figure out something else to do. So I'm going to get back in my car, turn around, and decide. Once again, I'm ending up at Prosser Creek Reservoir. Prosser Creek Reservoir is a place that I've fished several times. I have a few clips up. And basically I always end up here because I can't get anywhere else. But this place has been good for me. Usually I fish on the other side where it's steep. And there was just so much debris from runoff in the water, and the ground was so wet from just moisture flowing down the hill that it was just an absolute mud festival. And I lugged everything down to the water, and I just said, you know what, I'm not dealing with it. I came over here, but I just didn't want to deal with that today. I'm tired, I got home late, I got up at 4, got turned around at the Jackson Meadows Road again, so I figured I'd just come out here. And this shore over on this side is dry, and I got my sleeping pad. I'm really tired, and I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. But in any event, I'm gonna hopefully get some fish. I got some snow off the road, so I was able to have a cooler full of snow in case I catch something. I'll eat some fish tonight from Prosser Creek if they're willing to bite, so let's see if we can catch anything. I just realized I didn't have the camera running when I was reeling this little fish in, but I wanted to show him to you. It's a cut bow. He's got the bright orange slits along the bottom of his gills, and then he's got his regular cut bow markings. Cool looking fish. So we'll let this guy go out and get bigger. I got a couple of these in here that are a lot bigger than this, but this guy's a little guy, but he's ready to go back. There he goes. It's all power bait, but I'm getting these little bites, man. There we go. So they must have stocked some of these cut bows, because these are all the same size. They got that little orange slit. I'm gonna go this guy back in. He's good to go. Rather than sit here and keep catching those little cut bows, I have my barbless gear in the car, and I think I'm just gonna go pull off of the 80 and go fish the Truckee and see if I can get something bigger. So a morning that started out at 4 a.m. I got ready, got in the car, tried to go to Jackson Meadow, got turned around, went to Prosser Creek. All I was getting were those little cut bows, and they looked like they just got stocked. And I got a couple of them, and I didn't want to keep fishing because I didn't want to get one that I couldn't let go, and I didn't want to keep them. So once I start fishing, I want something big. I'm at the Truckee now. The water looks good and deep. It's flowing good. I'm not seeing any people on the river. I'm sure I'll run into some. There's some cars here. Fortunately, I had my barbless kit in the car. So I'm gonna start out with these big black marabou jigs, 8 ounce jigs, barbless single. And I have some other stuff too. But I'm gonna get out there and go see if I can catch something. You know, I was tired when I started. I got a little bit of sleep at Prosser Creek. And now I'm energized, had an energy drink, ate a sandwich. We are going in. I hope you folks can bear with me here. I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons at this point. The day's not lost. As long as the river's flowing, we can still get into some good action today. Talk about casting accuracy is key. That's my target water over there, but it has bushes hanging over the side. So I gotta fire that thing in sidearmed, and I gotta drop it within feet of those bushes if I'm gonna catch a fish. And that's the challenging thing about fishing jigs, is, I mean, you can catch fish just throwing it out there, but a lot of times you really got to hit your mark. And I'm dropping that like within feet of that far bank, and I'm sidearm casting it to get it under the bushes, so that, because if you try to overhand cast, you're gonna be in for a sore frustrating surprise. The nice thing about here is a lot of people fish here. There's a lot of established trails. I know the guides launch boats here. I saw a trailer over there. So, you know, it was just, I stopped at Prosser because it was on the way home. And I pulled off here because it's on the way home. And I'm just glad I had my barbless stuff so I could pull it off. I think, hit a good something. I'm out in the river. I cast it across to that far water. He already jumped once. I don't want him to jump anymore. Let me get my net kind of ready. He's holding in that water. It's a little bit fast where he is. He nailed that jig though. These big black marabou jigs, they really, he's fighting. He's holding up in that moving water. These big black marabou jigs really have a big profile in the water, and the fish can't miss them. This is the kind of fight I was looking for when I went to Jackson Meadow this morning, when I ran into that sign. When you run into a sign like that, you can't really say, oh, I didn't see the sign. I mean, the sign was right there in the middle of the road. I just gotta keep pressure on this guy, because he's single barbless, man. They go. But this is a good fish. Good way to open the day in the first 15 minutes on the river. And I just want to keep him moving, and I want to keep the pressure on him. There he is. Come on, buddy. I see you. I don't think it's that big, but it's a good fish. I gotta start getting ready here. There he is. And I'm sure I barely got him hooked. It's a brown. I get a lot of rainbows in this area, but this is a brown. There he goes. There he goes. Let me get over to this calmer water, see if I can't calm him down a little bit. There he is. Okay, let me get over here, get downstream from him. Glad I put my barbless kit in the big car just in case. Whoa. Got him. That's a big brown. Oh, that hook just fell right out. There he is in the net. There he is. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back in the water. There he goes. Woo! All right. Well, the day didn't start out great. I wanted to go to Jackson Meadows, get some big trout to eat. Didn't pan out. Prosser Creek was on the way home. Stopped at the reservoir. Small cut bows, they must have just planted them or something. Came out to the Truckee, got a nice brown, you know, I'll take whatever I can get. I was fishing down under that overpass and a big old rainbow came up, followed my jig in, then I drifted, put the jig back out there. It's really deep on the other side of this cement wall, and he came up and I was just jigging it, and it was looking at it. I don't think it wanted to bite it. I think it couldn't believe I was trying to catch it with that jig. It had to get a closer look and see how ridiculous it really was. But I mean, he was kind of nosing it and going by, and I just couldn't get him to bite. Once those big fish don't bite the first time, they're not coming back. That's fine. I got that nice brown. That was good enough for me. That capped off my day. It's the middle of the day now. I'm gonna go get some food and just relax for the rest of the day. I've had enough exploring, enough adventure, enough fishing. I think I'm done for the day. So thank you for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. Until next time.